So I'm here with Candace, who lives here in East Palestine. We just met up through Jamie here, who we'll also have some interviews with later. I guess, Candace, you want to just talk about the experience you've had with all of this so far? You mentioned you've got sick kids at this point, unfortunately. Can you just talk a little bit about how this has been affecting you so far?
Well, when they said it was all clear to come home, we ended up waiting another 48 hours. We bought air purifiers for the home, allowed them to run because I am a mother of 5 boys and I have a 2-year-old and a 10-year-old still at home with me. About 24 hours after we came home, my 1-year-old got very hoarse. I ended up scheduling a pediatrician appointment. They're breaking out with rashes. I'm taking them to the doctors. They're telling me, well, they have eczema and they have croup. Because we can't diagnose them with chemical burns. We can't diagnose them with chemical burns of the lungs because almost after 3 weeks, they're still waiting on guidance from the Ohio Department of Health. How long is it going to take? Are one of my children going to have to drop dead before they get guidance? I mean, it's obvious to me. My other son, which my children have never been sick since they've been born. I mean, it's on record. Never an ER visit, nothing. Rush him to the ER visit. They wouldn't even see him until I gave him a decontamination shower. And then they don't want people to panic. Well, I've never brought my children, I'm a mother of 5, where they had to get a decontamination shower before being seen. They diagnosed him with croup. I'm telling you, on the way to the hospital, this kid was lethargic, runny nose, not moving. Once we were out of this town for 3 hours, he got better, came back home within 2 hours, sick again. So they're saying it's not from the train, right. Then why are we getting sick?
And also, why are they making you go be decontaminated if it's not from the train before you go in? That's insane. And even as we're doing this, another Norfolk Southern train rolling through town.
Profit before people.
And I mean, you mentioned too, just before we started here, like every time the train's rolling through, it's kicking up all sorts of dust, and you think, and a lot of folks I've been talking to think that that might be playing a role in some of this still.
Well, because the symptoms wean and wane. It's like they'll be okay for a couple hours, and then for a couple hours, it's diarrhea, bleeding out of the nose, coughing, headache, sore throat. I mean, I'm showering in the water, and every time I get a shower for 2 hours, it's like my body is on fire. Why have I never experienced that for the 44 years that I've lived in East Palestine up until this happened? And they're saying it's safe, but if it's safe, it is not a coincidence that, you know, all of these residents are having the same symptoms, the same things happening to them, and they want us to believe that. They don't want rumor mills started. Well, what do you think's going to happen when what's going on, the truth of what's going on, is being swept under the rug and everybody's just saying, it's safe, it's fine. I just threw a rock in this creek back here that boiled, and you want to tell me it's safe?
Look, there's one of the trains that burnt. That's a part of the train. Oh my God. Here they go.
We just watched the video, and I mean, it's insane. The first off, the amount of chemicals and stuff coming up from the creek, and then there's literally bubbles coming out of the brick. It's ridiculous that it's gotten to this point. And even right behind us here, they're pumping water around, doing who knows what with it.
It's safe. It's safe, though. Yep. That's all we get is it's safe. Or go online and read the test results. We can't read those test results. We're not scientists. We need this in layman terms. And we had one town hall meeting since this has happened. We should be having one every day or some type of notification so we know what's going on. We are being left in the dark. And people say they're fighting for the residents of East Palestine. We are in the same boat today as we were the first day they lifted that evacuation. Nothing has changed except everybody's getting sicker and sicker.
And so we were at the assistance center this morning talking to folks who are getting checks and whatnot. It sounded like you've kind of dealt with that. How was your experience dealing with the assistance center and the relief that Norfolk Southern is giving to folks?
Well, honestly, to offer $1,000 is an insult to me. They've not only ruined my home, my health of my children, they have ripped my life away from me. It's not just our houses. It's just a house. These people in this town are my friends. They are my life. I don't have peace of mind, and no dollar amount can ever give that back to me now. And it's absolutely devastating. And I'm to a point where I feel like I'm just going to lose it. Nobody can sustain life the way we are living. I can't bathe my children. I try to clean. I feel like cleaning is just spreading everything around. I wash my clothes. I take them out of the dryer. They smell like chemicals. I mean, it's just absolutely heartbreaking to me. You know, this was a place I loved. And like I said, the $1,000 check, nothing. And actually, I got my check on February 13th, and it still has never even cleared my bank yet. So what's going on here? I've never had a check in my life take that long
That's
to clear.
over a week, basically, at this point.
Yeah. What is going on? This is a multi-billion-dollar corporation, and they can't clear that check?
What are your thoughts about the government's response to all this?
I think that it's been absolutely terrible. I mean, yeah, we get FEMA, yes, as of yesterday. I mean, we've had to wait that long, and the FEMA is only helping Norfolk to clean up the mess they made. They aren't helping the people of this town. They aren't providing us housing elsewhere. And everybody says, if you're getting sick, why are you staying there? Because we don't have the means to leave. I can't afford my mortgage and another house payment or to stay in a hotel room. We don't have the means to leave. That's what FEMA's for. But as far as my research and I know, they are only helping Norfolk clean up the mess that they refused to clean up. They threw dirt over it, laid those tracks down, and got them trains rolling.
Right.